Gun game. I think a lot of you probably already understand how this goes. Kill someone, get a new gun. Kill more, keep going up the list of weapons, finish it off with a melee kill to win. Gun game not only was a great showcase of Source Engine modding, but it's the only reason I'm still playing Counter-Strike Source. It's showed up in multiple games at this point, and with my recent addiction, it just made me question, how could I recreate gun game as a Splatoon minigame? You can't program plugins and run them on a community server, and there's no way to change your weapon mid-match. So, unless we want to end the match early every time someone dies, we're going to need to find a different way. But teammates exist, so we might as well use them. Rather than actually swap weapons, we'll have teammates swap out with each other when someone gets a kill. But 4 kills to win isn't the greatest, so let's try to go further. After everyone on a team has gotten a kill with their main weapon, we move on to subs without main weapons. The problem with this is that it automatically means we can't use a lot of weapons when creating the lineup. Plenty of sub-weapons either don't do damage or aren't meant to. But from the guy whose main weapon is no longer usable, it's fine to get rid of a few of these weapons if it means each game will end in a minute and a half. However, there's a reason almost every gun game mode ever has a melee kill for the finale. It's flashy. Getting melee kills is so impractical in most of these games, they literally knock you down a level if you get killed by one. And what's flashier than a special weapon? To finally win the game, your team needs to get a kill with a special weapon. Now, there are problems with this. How do we charge the special without a main or sub weapon? And it also limits what weapons we can use. And with charging and crap, it will easily end up being a drag at the end when people are charging special, failing to kill someone and nothing else. So, how about we make it so only one person has to get a kill with their special weapon? Not only does this keep games shorter, it also means more weapons can be used in the lineup since they don't need to get kills with their special. But charging is more complicated. Splatoon has a system called passive special charged in ranked modes, but it never charges for both teams at the same time. The best I could come up with was Clam Blitz. If you make and hold a power clam, you can charge a special. This isn't perfect as you won't keep charging when the other team has one, so it's just a rule. If both players are on the special weapon level and the other player made a clam before you, you can't make one. Not perfect, but the best we can do since we can't mess with the charge meter like in challenges. But one thing I want to put in this is an equivalent to knife kills. Remember what I said earlier? Getting melee kills is so impractical in most of these games, they literally knock you down a level if you get killed by one. How can we recreate this? I decided to implement a system I call knifers. These players mostly just run around the stage with carbon rollers or undercover umbrellas going for completely impractical kills. Carbon rollers cannot stop rolling and undercovers cannot stop firing. And neither of them are allowed to turn into a squid. When they run out of ink, they have to stand completely still and wait for their tank to fully recharge before they can move again. But knifers are not allowed to be killed, so it doesn't really matter. These rules are made so knifers aren't a constant threat and players have downtime. If you get killed by or kill one of them, your team loses a level, nothing complicated. Knifers aren't just here to kill, they'll keep the stage painted, which will help players on sub and special levels. With everything so far, let's go over a rundown of how a match will work. Pre-match. Teams will agree on a list of weapons. Both teams must have someone playing one of each weapon. 2 players are set aside to be knifers, 1 per team. None of the following rules apply to them, they just do their standard things the entire time. The game is run on Clam Blitz in any map you want, really. Main weapon phase. 1 player goes out and gets a kill. Everyone else just stays in spawn and does fuck all. Who goes first is decided by the weapon. You are not allowed to use subs or specials. When 1 player gets a kill, the next player in line super jumps to them and the player who just got a kill will then jump to spawn. This continues for your entire team. Sub-weapon phase. Almost exactly the same with subs instead of main weapons. You can't use a main or special when you're in this phase. Get kills, swap out, and move on to the final phase. Special phase. 1 player has to get a special weapon kill and their team wins. Craft a power clam to charge your meter. If both teams are on the special level, you aren't allowed to have 2 power clams. Wait till they charge up, then craft. If you aren't on the special level or you have yours charged, you need to throw it away. Knifers. Run off at the start and start going around doing their thing. They can't stop rolling or firing. Turn into a squid, and when their tank runs out, they have to wait for it to fully refill before you can do anything. If someone gets killed by them, their team goes down a level. Previous player in line has to get a kill again. And with that, we come to a close. Except for one problem. I don't have enough friends who play this game, nor do I have a large enough audience to actually playtest this. Everything so far has been conceptual, so I encourage you all. If you want to see this mode live up to the potential it has, play this with your friends. Recommend it to streamers who play mini-games with fans. Anything. Give feedback, upload the replay, and send me the code. In the description, I have left 3 PDF files. The rules, a list of weapons that can be used in your lineup, and a couple examples of weapon lineups. Play the game, give feedback, bend the rules how you want, damn it. If it will make the game better, do it. That's why playtesting is a thing. So do what you want with it.